I would like you to turn to Romans 1:16 through 17. When you have it, say I got it. And it reads, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith. As it is written, the just shall live by faith."
Great.
Now,
Stay right there. Thanks.
the first thing that I hear is, "For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ." To me, for a Christian, that sounds kind of like almost a vow, like a promise. I am not ashamed. So, and I'm not just talking to the youth when I say this, I'm talking to everybody. If you're so unashamed and confident of the gospel of Christ, then stuff that we go through like peer pressure, other stuff like that shouldn't really be a big deal. I mean, if you're so confident in the gospel, it shouldn't be a big deal. When you have friends or anybody and they're doing stuff wrong, you should be so unashamed of the gospel of Christ, you shouldn't do it. And you shouldn't only stop there. Why not say something about it? If that doesn't work, you know you did your part. You know you did your part. You don't have to be like, you don't have to be ashamed of anything. You did your part. And in the result, if something bad happens, then you can be like, yeah, that's what happens. I believe in God for that reason. And that should boost up your confidence even more. You can be able to say, thank you, God, and that should be that. I'd also like for you to turn to Ecclesiastes 12, 1 through 3. When you have it, say I got it. And it reads, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in thee, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the large men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because there are few, and those that look out of the window shall be darkened." Now, when I was preparing for this, I read this verse over and over and over again, and then I had a moment when I realized this kind of sounds like today. Amen. This day. Amen. So, we as a congregation, not just as a youth, not just as an adult, as a congregation, shall be able to remember him now that all this stuff is happening. I mean, that's one of the ways to stand up and stand out. We have to be able to stand up and stand tall for our belief and not back out on it. Just because we're not ashamed. You have him. Others need him. Why not remember him? Why act ungrateful when we walk around and we see people with signs, we'll work for food, we'll work for clothes, other stuff like that, and we're able to say, I have God and I'm grateful. We need to remember him because the world is cruel. I'd like to explain, for those that don't know, kind of break down what some of this stuff means. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Now, I didn't need anybody to tell me something. I have an idea what this means. People are scared that someone's gonna come into the house, steal some stuff, maybe attack somebody, something like that. The people in the house are trembling. They're scared.
Wow.
They're scared. And when that happens, that kind of seems like a normal thing. It's sad, but it's true. When the grinders cease, because there are few. Now, I was like, wait, what? Grinders? They're teeth. The grinders are their teeth. So, on my part, in my opinion, this means that we're not taking care of ourselves. We're not taking care of ourselves the right way. It says in the Bible that our body is a temple of God. If we don't take care of it, who will? If we're not taking care of it, that's not remembering God. You're putting a whole bunch of waste on yourself, doing waste, and that's not remembering God. They cease because there are few.
Wow.
When the strong men shall bow themselves. To me, that sounds like strong men are whipping out of things.
Wow.
They're whipping out of things. Strong men know what they're talking about. They walk around proud, stick their noses up and everything. But they're scared. They're scared to stand up for God. They're not scared to do something crazy. But they are scared of what people say, or what people will do, or how people will react. And they're scared to do something for God. They're scared to stand up and to stand out. Us as a youth need to be able to come together and stand up and stand out for Christ and be confident. The youth, I've heard adults say this, the youth, they don't know anything. All they do is on the video games and the phones and the electronics. Some of them are illiterate. But some of us aren't like that. But we're so used to something like that being like that it's a normal thing. It's a normal thing. Stand up and stand out is it's a very great saying to me, because I would want to do my best to stand up and to stand out for something that I know is right, and I know that you guys would too. I mean, you're not standing up and standing out for nothing. God is not nothing. He is great and powerful, and the world has turned against him. We need to stand up and stand out. Show the world, yes, God exists. Be confident about it, and to speak the truth. And to speak the truth. You can be confident about God and say this and say that and be a hypocrite. You can do that. But no, that's not what we're going to do when we stand up and stand up for Christ. As a youth, we come together, we say the truth, we do the truth. And that's just how it's going to be. No turning back. No, none of that. We want to be different. Because God says that we are peculiar people. We're not the same as everybody else. So let's act like it. Let's act like it. Stand up, stand out for Christ.